Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. And it is day 50 of the Toxic Truths. We're in the home stretch of our last 10 days of these 60 days that we've been together. It's bittersweet for me. I'm already thinking about, how to keep going in some way. But today might be one of the hottest topics that we talk about. And because we all, of course, love our animals and our pets. And for me, this has been a long, long journey. As I have said all along, I am not a veterinarian. I am not a nutritionist. I'm not a pet nutritionist, right? All of these toxic truths have been my journey and what I have done to help keep myself, my family, my surroundings healthy and vibrant and strong. And so, of course, that trickles in to our animals. And we have been feeding our cats. So we have cats. We used to have a dog a long time ago. Some of you may remember Miss Mohawkie, but we haven't had a dog in a really long time. She died in 2007. So we have had cats. I've had cats since I was 5. I've had cats longer. We're cat people. That's what we say, but we're animal people. I think anybody who loves animals is an animal person, right? So, we've got, for those of you who don't know, he's struggling. He's resisting. Okay. We have 2 Siberian mix kitties. This is Mr. Ziggy Zion. He doesn't want to sit here. I'm not going to make him. Oh, wait. Well, he sees all of the things that I have out. I have all of his treats out. Poor guy. So, I'm going to make this as quick as I can because this could be a half an hour discussion very easily. This could be a half an hour discussion. And what we started with when I first heard about raw food in general, we started, and this is over 10 years ago. No, buddy, no more. He's already had a treat to distract him, and it took me too long to get going, and he finished it. So this is what we buy them. This is frozen food. A lot of you who have pets have started to dabble into raw food. Part of why this could be a half an hour discussion is a discussion around the medical community, veterinarian community, and how our vets get as little training on nutrition as our human doctors do. So when you say, I'm going to feed my cat raw food, their radar goes off. Every vet that I've brought our cats to has frowned their nose at me because I feed our cats raw food. Cats are obligatory carnivores and they need to eat meat. They don't need to eat fillers, rice, for instance, or grains of any kind, for instance. Dogs are omnivores. So dogs you can feed a variety of foods, but cats really do need to be eating meat. And so if you're feeding your dog, this isn't about, for me, this isn't about like what that diet should be. Get down, buddy. You can't have the minnows. Get down. Get down. I should have done this in the other room and locked him out because here he comes. So again, this I'm not going to go down that whole rabbit hole of rotating when we're talking about dogs. I have somebody who can walk you through that, teach you that. She doesn't charge very much for it. I don't know what she charges for it now. She didn't charge us much for it at all or anything because she's a friend, but I'm sure she's happy to help you answer some questions. And then if you want coaching around it, let me know because I'll pass you off to our buddy. But we started on this, and for a long time, we fed Darwins to our cats. Probably 10 years to Ryder and China. And they both lived very long. China, especially, as you all know, she lived to 21 years old. And they love this. They absolutely love this. I know cats who don't love it, but if you start them on it young enough, it does say antibiotic and grain-free. That means the animal the chicken that this is made from. Get your face off the camera. The chicken that this is made from is grain-free and antibiotic-free. We switched at some point. We switched from Darwin's right before we moved from Colorado, about a year, maybe 6 months, maybe we switched. And when we moved, it was too hard to maintain that. For one, we were living out of coolers for a long time until like off and on until literally like last weekend. So, no, we were buying meat and combining it basically, because variety is good. So instead of doing that now, I focus on giving them some dehydrated stuff. So these are their dinner patties. When we forget to defrost something like this, they get these freeze-dried dinner patties. This is raw food as well. Vital Cat is the product that we love. Then I also buy little Vital Essential Cat treats. So these are minnows, which is good for them. That's giving them omegas. It's giving them some variety in their food. The food source itself. So not just giving them chicken and turkey. What's great too about Darwin's and Vital Cat is it's including some of those essential minerals that they need that they're maybe not getting because everything's depleted in minerals these days, right? So they do add a little bit of that. But other than that, there's nothing else in here. And there's nothing else in this minnows. And literally the ingredients, it says minnow, which is awesome. So that is the bulk of what we feed them. Vital, that's what I wanted to say. Vital Cat also makes, these are patties. But these are the treats. I take them out of the bag because if this little stinker finds the bag, he eats right through the bag. In fact, I think you can probably see there's some teeth marks in the bottom of it, right? So he's a stinker. So they also sell these little nuggets, and they love them. They're just freeze-dried, also little nuggets. Let me find a big one. And what's cool is these, you can use these for training. So our friend who does this for dogs, uses these, fills her pocket and uses these for training. I have trained the cats as well with these, so they know, sit and up and down and paw and all of those good things. So we use these for training as well. Or they have little IQ treat rollers, like a roller that they have to roll to get the treats out. So that's what we use these for as well. So that's the skinny on what we do for our pets. I think raw is super important. Kibble, full of fillers, not great for your animal. Consider switching to either making the food yourself for dogs. If you're making rice and eggs and, look up some raw diet recipes for your animals and switch them up. Like I said, I'm not going to go down that whole rabbit hole with you because that's a large rabbit hole, pun intended. But all we do for our cats is Darwin's. There's lots of other brands you could combine and give them a broader variety. But for us right now, living in this environment, that's been what's easiest for us. So that's what we do for our kittles. We also, don't do any of the chemical flea collars or anything like that. We try and keep them as natural as possible. Food is not just the only thing that we're working on with them. So they don't do any flea and tick medication. But what I have noticed by feeding them raw is that they're not really picking up a whole lot of, they've never had fleas. Now they're living outside, inside, outside, but outside most of the day, inside at night. And ticks are very minimal as well. They've never had any ticks that's been engorged. We've plucked all their ticks off them when they come in, but I can probably count them on two hands how many ticks they've had. So that's another benefit of feeding your animals raw. Their immune system is stronger. Their pest resistance is stronger. And overall, they're just healthier. We've had our kitties live a long time and they don't get a lot of health issues. And of course, these guys do eat outside too. They have snacks from the wild kingdom. All right, guys, that's today's Toxic Truth. Pet food. That's a whole other rabbit hole. But I urge you to get your cats and dogs off of kibble because it's not good for them. It's just like eating the standard American diet. It's not good for you. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Happy Monday. And this is day 50. Raw and natural pet food. See you tomorrow.